mind hearing just the first half of song 1 again, just to end on a good note.
And on a good note. Are we on a bad note right now?
Apparently.
No, I think I
Sounds
made
like
good
most of the
progress
good notes.
today.
Well, he just hears the auto-tune stuff, and then he hears
No,
the
you hear the
non-auto-tune
tune stuff, and then you go back to like starting on a new one, and it kind of gets like, uh-oh, do I suck?
How did it go today?
I think overall it went pretty good. We made most of it's like the initial stuff's done. Just gotta double it.
snack, right? And there's this like socially inept Chinese guy at my work, and he's like, every time that I'm having a snack and he walks by, he's just like, oh, eating for two. Like he always has some comment about me eating, and I'm like, yeah, I'm stuffing my face.
So real quick, let's do introductions. Who am I talking to right now?
I'm Greg.
Well, Greg, what do you do?
I play guitar. I usually tend to do rhythm, I would say.
No.
You don't think so? I do lead lines. I did most of the initial like writing stuff.
Okay.
And my motivation was usually, how can I screw up Garrett? Like, how can I make a riff that makes the drummer go, what? What were you thinking? And so that was kind of my motivation.
What's your story?
My name's Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte.
I'm trying not to Yoko Ono the band. I'm Garrett's.
Is there a danger of that happening?
No, not at all. No,
She
Garrett
got real
and I,
serious. No.
I think there's an Irishman that says
No,
different.
Garrett and I were married, and I was the band's biggest fan, and I sort of had a bit of a background in music. And Garrett's like, "Play the bass. We need a bass player." So here I
Okay.
am.
So you play bass.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's Garrett's brother.
and you're
Oh,
eating.
yeah, I'm his
you're
brother.
eating trip for two.
Yeah, I'm eating. We're having
Hey,
another.
I'm joking.
We're gonna be the Von Trapp family.
What?
That's the goal.
The studio intern.
Yeah, get the wine glass.
Oh,
Party!
let's talk to the guy
There you go,
in
man.
charge here. Oh, you're in the dark. Can you come over here, Garrett?
Yeah.
Me?
Not you. You just get out of the way.
We should also get this in the
Never be
shot.
in the
There we go.
This is the
Perfect.
taste of this album.
So,
But yeah, every time we've been in the studio.
who are you and what are you doing?
My name's Garrett. I play drums, and I took up singing on this album because we just couldn't quite get anyone that could come up with the right sound.
So, is there a name for this project? Is this
Bel-Red.
It's Bel-Red.
Bel-Red is what we
That's right,
call
you guys-
ourselves. We
Okay.
lived right off Bel-Red Road. So
Okay.
it kind of made sense.
So today you're doing some vocals.
Tracking vocals today for
A song? What song?
well, it's been called Greg's Song 2 for years, but tentatively for now it's called Leave It Be.
Okay.
That's what the session says.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to you some more about the length of this project and
How about
what's going on with that.
Get your ass in there.
You have to what?
No, that's the thing is nobody plays the guitar. Like time signature, like has no concept of actual music theory or anything. He's
Wait,
just a
you
really
have no concept of music and you play in a band.
Well, I had some training. I took private lessons and stuff like that. But when I'm writing, it's usually like I'll think of random numbers and start counting. So I'll go like
Wait,
1,
what?
2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and I'll just start like coming up with numbers.
Nice.
And then I try to write music fitting in those numbers. And then I go, how can I do something that just interrupts that count? Because I think that's
you
something
hear
that'll
now?
make Garrett on drums go, what were you doing? Like, why does this just skip like that?
So you're intentionally trying to fuck up your drummer.
Exactly.
Okay.
That was my
Gotcha.
that's my objective.
Very good.
Oh, we turn off the lights. Yeah. Well, film him now, Peter, because he wants the lights off when he's.
You want all the lights off?
Yep.
Goodbye, Garrett.
All right. First. All right. Okay. Okay.
I think the chorus is odd, which was pretty cool, and then the bridge, I was really trying to mess with him, but it ended up kind of mellowing out in the end. So.
As somebody coming in though, the bridge is really freaking weird. I had to I was writing bass parts and I had to just listen to you guys play it and practice, and it just because all the transitions are so weird. Like all of our songs, you have to memorize them or you can't play them. They're hard to just jam it out because of all the changes. But, yeah.
So how long have you been playing bass?
A little over a year.
What?
Yeah, she listened to the album by ear, learned all of the songs, and played bass to them. And she just walked in on one band practice day and just started joining in live with us in the room. So it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's been fun. I played the cello when I was in high school and stuff, so I had a bit of a background with string instruments and stuff. So it was I knew I could play the bass. I just didn't know how to play anything.
This is interesting.
Oh.
All right,
Okay,
come on in.
so you were taught by a very famous musician. What is going on
that
with
was
that,
me. I was
man?
testing to see if that's what it was, and it was.
Oh my God.
Found
Let's
it.
get back to what I was talking about. Okay, you
Yeah.
were taught by a very famous guitar player. I'm going to talk this way up. So there was a song in the 80s.
Yeah, their album went
Right.
platinum because of that one song.
That's right. And what was the song?
The song was Turn Up the Radio.
And how's it go?
Turn up the radio.
Yeah. If it,
It's so hair metal. It is the epitome of 80s.
you ended up being taught by,
Yeah,
his
that
name
sounds
is
good.
Steve Lynch.
He's the lead guitarist from that band, and he ended up in Federal Way, Washington, of all places.
Right.
And that's where Garrett and I went to high school. And so
And as a result, you have a wacky...
I have,
Way
he
of
had a whole
looking at
bunch
music.
of two-handed stuff and tons of very interesting. He would write them down on this little sheet of music, so it's a guitar strings across, almost like tablature, and he would circle and give me counts and things to practice. And I gleaned maybe 10% out of all those lessons. But because now they're recording and it's getting all interesting again, I've pulled them out and I'm just looking back on that stuff, and it's very interesting. So
That's cool.
it does influence how I
Good story.
write.
It's amazing, no matter who I talk to, somebody has some weird story about somebody famous that they are connected with. I don't know why that is. It's weird.
I was on the same plane as the drummer from Maroon 5 one time.
The drummer from Maroon
He was
5.
Well, you could also say your house.
He was so drunk. What?
Your house. You were next door neighbors to the drummer from.
Oh yeah, we were, but I never met him. His wife came to our garage sale one time from Kiss.
You
Yeah.
what?
The drummer from Kiss, or was it Yes?
I think it was yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, the drummer from Yes.
Alan White.
Yeah, Alan
White.
White lived down the street from us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we saw his wife sometimes at garage sales and stuff. But that was about it.
Small world.
Right?
Move that one down for now, and we'll check the other ones.
Good.
Thank you.
Competition, I was
Let's still
shocked
hear
that
that
they made
other
it that
ones,
far.
just in case.
You listen to anything recorded or
Before I had the one getting ready. All right.
I think I like the just wait on that one though.
Oh, you do?
Let me hear the first part.
Can I pick your brain?
Oh, rude.
Well, here, let me do this. I want you to hear them at the same level.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, they have their own
I think
sticks.
wait sounds a little.
So Garrett, he's very technical on the drums.
Yes.
Okay.
And
I
he's
can't
a
imagine
perfectionist.
that he would ever want anyone else to play drums. Right?
Yeah, he's loosely talked about if he could find somebody.
But he's very particular about his vocals as well.
Yeah, that's
So,
just
and
that
what
kind of
I've heard
personality.
is that he can't do both at the same time.
He can't.
Yeah, for live, basically,
Right.
whoever we can
So
find that
it's
can
only
do
which
it.
possible
way,
here in the
which
studio.
way is the pendulum going to fall eventually?
I think it
'Cause
depends
something
on
will
if
have
you
to
find
give.
somebody.
Yeah.
So
It's
for a
basically-
live show, you've got to find. Do you find a drummer? Who
But will
happens to be good
Garrett
enough,
be
or-
able to put up with somebody either playing drums or
I think,
singing?
I think he will. He's picky though, so we're gonna.
We're talking about you.
All right.
Uh-oh. Okay, so for live, what would you rather have? A drummer doing your drum stuff or a singer?
I don't
doing
care.
your
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Come on now, you do care. You're very particular. You just said you like it polished.
I'd probably rather sing at this point.
Sorry.
I'd rather get someone back.
So you're gonna be okay with somebody behind the kit?
Yeah, I would if it was the right person, definitely. I'd be fine with someone singing too, but I'm starting to want to like run around and goof off.
You'd be a good front man.
Okay, so he just said you
Okay.
guys are gonna get a different drummer. How do you feel about that?
Good because they're not going to be doing the writing.
coming in
probably.
singing too.
We'd all be.
I think it'd be super
I think
fun.
we'd
I don't
pick the
care.
writing between
If a
the
good
four.
singer popped up, I'd be really excited about it, and I'd
Yeah.
play drums and be totally happy, and I'd do
And-
backup while playing drums.
You can be honest.
No, I really
That means
wouldn't
it's
mind.
already good because he's such a perfectionist, and so normally you would have the Yoko Onoing it moment, but Garrett goes, no, she's good. Here, I'll bring her in. And if he says she's good, I'll bring her in. Sure enough, she was awesome. Instantly, she was awesome. So, and if
I'm
he's
teasing
cool with
because
it, yeah, it's
because
gonna
I
be
know
awesome.
he's a big
He's such a
Oh, he's,
perfectionist.
oh my god.
So, and I'm kind of that way too. So,
Let's get that
the idea of I know the way it should sound, and somebody else doing it, they're just not doing it right. They're not doing it right.
Sure.
Yeah,
No,
no,
you have to get
anybody
them
who's
books
not
and
right, they like get weeded out pretty quick.
Yep.
Yeah.
True.
No, I
We
was
did have a
flattered
lot
that
of-
he wanted to keep me in the band.
Because did Kyle lose weight? If Kyle's watching, it's Kyle. Did you lose weight?
Yes,
Your
Kyle
pants
has
don't
lost
fit
weight.
anymore.
He's been using Fitbit, and he's been losing all kinds
That's
of
it.
weight.
He's just counting his steps.
He's
That's all he's
counting
doing.
his stuff, counting his calories and stuff.
It looks good. And the first thing I noticed is he stood up and it's just like, those jeans don't fit. Wait a minute. He's lost weight.
Yeah, let's
Sorted tails.
go. It's the couch confidential.
Okay, Couch Confidentials. Here we go.
The couch confident. That is
So, let's see
It
here.
doesn't sound good. No, I want to know all about how you met Garrett.
Yeah, so Greg.
Hey, shut up!
Yeah, you guys, shut up. I'm in my interview. Greg and Garrett moved in across the street from my family. I lived with my parents and my brother. And I was working all these crazy shifts. So basically, these two guys, they're just like so fun. They're so social. They ended up befriending my like 50-year-old parents. And, they were over for dinner like all the time.
Wait, hang
and-
on. You were friends with her parents?
Oh yeah, way before. We were
What?
like,
No,
I was
they
really
were
good friends with her.
Yeah, you were friends with them for months. The first time I met you guys, you were over for dinner, and you had been a billion times. But I was working all these weird shifts, and I walked in during dessert, and Garrett was sarcastic.
And
And
Garrett was like, whoa, what's going on?
Gosh.
no, I don't know. Greg was like really friendly. Garrett, I couldn't read, but they were like nice enough. And then I like,
Her mom was taken, so I was like,
yeah.
Wow! What?
I
Bada bing,
my
bada
mom's kind of a
boom, they're married.
MILF. I mean, yeah. He's just like, oh wow, that's Nancy's daughter. No, but I gradually started working less crazy hours, and I was kind of around more, and yeah, they were over at my parents a lot, and my brother would go over there, so I just started like going over to hang out too, and eventually Garrett and I just really hit it off. Once we did, we've hung out every day the past 2.5 years or so, or whenever we got together, like we have been completely inseparable. We started out as friends. I'd like make excuses to come over, like I ate too many of your popsicles, so I'd like bring over a box of popsicles, or like
Enough, because
You
I
know.
want an explanation on why this has been going on for 6 years.
well, partly because
This is turning into Chinese democracy. You understand
No,
that, right?
Here's the thing that I think. Okay, I think
Unless there's a
writing an
kid
album like
sticking
this,
out,
either you need to be
don't
doing it full time, like, because this is, I don't know, this isn't
Hobby.
Just, well, yeah, it's a hobby.
I mean,
But
6
that's
years,
not what
but
I'm
we've been
saying.
practicing like
This
once a
isn't
week.
like mainstream, typical chorded music. It's riff rock.
Oh yeah.
And for that to sound clean and organized, you have to like have a ton of polishing time to edit it together. So that's why it's taken so long. Either we could
But
have
aren't you just dying to like make some new songs and stuff like that?
No, I'd rather
No?
I'd rather polish the stuff we have and make it great and then move on. I'm really excited about writing it. I want to do a
I can
whole
respect
other
that.
set
But there-
of songs, but after we had a few years, because we started off as a jam band, but then we started, hey, we might as well like put some songs together.
Yeah.
We ended up doing that for a few years. That was the first 3. We were kind of jamming and putting jams together because we recorded all of our like jamming. So the first few songs were Franken songs, and then we started like writing songs as a band, and I felt like after we hit a certain amount of time, like
Yeah.
we need to.
But
just,
then
like,
again, the first band we were in we went too far. It became too much like the I don't know, like
that was
what would you call it,
challenging
like busy
ourselves.
rock, like busy stuff.
We were too busy trying to challenge ourselves instead of make something like melodically interesting.
So a lot of our time in writing has been like reining it back.
That's been everything with the
Editing,
writing
we don't need
process.
that
It's been
edited out.
cutting
We don't
stuff
need
out.
that.
Not
Cutting.
adding anything. It's been cutting out. The original
Because-
versions are super busy and they have way more parts and all that, but everything we've edited has been cutting.
You're doing good right now because you haven't scrapped. The problem is if you get all these vocals down, like, no, let's do it again.
No, I record
like
at
it
home.
now.
I pre-record too much at home. So I like now I've learned a lot after tracking the first song here. Like
Yeah.
even that one I felt like now that that's about done I wasn't prepared enough for it. So you trying to get my legs in there?
Well, that's the first song. That's the first song you ever recorded in a studio, though, vocal-wise, right?
Ever.
Yeah.
I've never sang like actually.
Then you realize you had to sing this verse over 8 times in a
Yeah.
row.
No, all of it's been an interesting learning process.
It works though.
Well, I think it sounds awesome. So 6 years, a little bit too long, but you know, hey,
Yeah,
it's
about
coming
4.
together.
It wouldn't.
It's,
None of it would sound.
I'm just saying.
Come out
It's,
quicker.
probably not.
No.
Well, thanks you guys.
Yeah.
It's always fun.